I am more focused on brand content, brand filmmaking, brand documentary. It's all related back to brand storytelling. In Trinidad and Tobago, to me, I haven't really seen any jobs posted that shows they're looking for a brand filmmaker. When there's a new product that is launched, whether it's an international product or a local product or even a local service or international service, hardly likely, or you probably never do get a background story as to where did that product or service derive from. What is really the soul of that product or that service? And that is important because that is where you actually get your ideal client, ideal customer. They understand the story and it's something that probably relates to them. What happens currently is that once there's a product that is launched in a market or a service, it's always buy, or come check this out. But we never really get the brand story behind it. It's really a short piece of content that is designed to engage your audience, that has an emotional impact, as well as shows the values behind the brand or the company. So we have some local companies, I would say, that has been doing some sort of brand content, storytelling content, such as Caribbean and Angostura. I mean, it's very far and few companies in Trinidad that actually pursue this as serious as how international markets actually pursue it. What I realize is that some companies actually do brand storytelling in Trinidad and Tobago. If there is some sort of campaign that they're running, then they might decide, hey, let's align the product or service towards that with a short brand story, probably 2 minutes. And yes, that is good, but it's not the entire package. Some of the examples that you can actually see brand stories being actually rolled out each and every time. See Red Bull, there's some with Nike as well too, Patagonia, Yeti, North Face. They all do different type of brand stories every time they need to sell a product. And what does that look like? You always see them having these probably athletes or these normal persons, just probably going on a journey, but they actually tie that to what that person is doing, that athlete is doing towards their company. Sort of a cohesiveness that goes on. And one of the things about brand storytelling is that it has to be truthful. You can't make it up. You have to find the story that your company can tell, whether it's a startup story or it could be a story whilst you are in business. We have some local companies here, such as Solo, SM Jalil. Not many countries could boast that they have their own soda manufacturing companies in their country. We have our local snacks industry. We have Associated Brands. We have all these local companies that create really good stuff that we consume, that our kids consume. I remember the local Sunshine cornflakes. When I was a little boy, we used to get these trading cricket cards, and to me that was so awesome because that is a timestamp of a particular era and something so significant when Brand Lauer was in his prime. The brand story behind that, simply just looking at it, hire Mr. Lara, just to go back and just talk about that feeling of when he was playing England or whoever as the case may be, and then you get a young man, a young guy to kind of simulate a young person enjoying the cornflakes and getting these trading cards. And then you get somebody like me who was actually there to experience that, to talk about, what it was like to open up every cereal and your mom handing you, hey, look, this trading card and whatnot. I'm sure there are people in Trinidad and Tobago that still have. If you do, I would love to see them. That is a brand story that we could keep and cherish, and I am pretty sure we are exporting that product. That product Instead of just selling it, put it on the shelves, it comes with a story. So if it goes into an international market, probably somebody might say, hey, let me go on YouTube and search what is sunshine cornflakes, let me see, and they will see the brand story and they'll be like blown away by it. Like, you know, Trinidad and Tobago is actually doing some really good stuff in terms of how probably we make our cornflakes. We bake it, we have a special way we bake it. Everybody knows that the Caribbean is unique for its flavors. We are so unique that we inspire others. I'm not 100% certain, but I am certain that we would have inspired soda companies to create new flavors. I am pretty sure back then it probably just had the flavor of Coke, Sprite, and probably orange. We came out with all kind of thing. We come out with mango, Portugal, you name it, we came out with it because these are all fruits that are present in the Caribbean. It's so sad we would have created all these flavors and stuff, and again, there's no story behind it. Where did that come from? Who sat down and said, hey, let me try a Portugal flavor. Let's do a Portugal flavor. Let's see what that tastes like. Somebody just came to work and said, hey, let's try a new flavor. What that rollout was like, I remember Chubby used to test like different flavor. I remember like the blue, I think it had pink. That was like an explosion of flavor. Some we like, some we didn't like. If you all remember, let me know in the comments. There are different brands I would love to work with in Trinidad. I have been trying to get onto somebody in Solo for like the past 2 years. I have been bombarding them with email. Hopefully they might see this video. Hopefully Solo, you would see this video and you would reach out. I would love to do a brand story with Solo. Actually, a brand documentary with Solo. I remember as a kid, our school taking us to the Solo factory to see how these things were processed. And I would love to really do a brand story with Solo to just show that again, to be able to package that in such a way that it will bring back memories to persons my age, and it will bring joy to persons younger than me. You know, I think Trinidad will benefit from creating these brand stories instead of the sell and traditional way of, you know, doing videos for marketing. Be able to create these stories that people could follow. Imagine you create a brand in a form of a documentary where people could look at that, and you can even make it into an episodic, you know, where you cut it up and you roll it out over a period of time. That's another way of doing brand storytelling. Yes, there is a type of TikTok videos, you know, to be able to do these trends and whatnot, but those videos don't have a lasting impression. They are really good at selling now, and bottom line is always a profit, is always to get your product roll. Yes, but what I'm saying, two things can be right at the same time. You can do the TikTok videos and still have your rollout. As a matter of fact, one could support each other. There's just my plea or my hopes that, you know, the right persons will see this video and be able to understand where I'm coming from. I would love to see, you know, the market change, because with the advent of AI will be able to replicate it, yes, but they can't create the story. They can't take the stories and say, well, hey, this is what happened, or this is what will happen. We have to be able to tell those stories. And I'm not against AI. I actually use AI in different realms of my business, but when it comes to brand storytelling and brand documentary and those type of stuff, you know, it's a different ball game, and it's a ball game that I really enjoy. So that's enough for me. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like this video, let me know. I hope to do some more like this, and I'll see you in the next one.